Hello, my friends. How's everyone doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. If you're here, please kindly say hello so that I know that you're here as always. Some people have been complaining that basically my audio isn't too good that they can't hear me, so I've decided to get a headset, with a mic and whatnot so you can hear me better. Before we start, as always, you can find the link to my Patreon down below in the description of this video. And once the live is over, it's also going to be in the comment section if you want to join. While you're here, please kindly put a like and don't be shy, say hi. Let's wait for a little more people to join before we start discussing the current developments in the crypto markets. I just had the food poisoning recently and I just got back on my feet. So that's why I've been kind of silent and away for a while. What else is new with me? Let's see. The current apartment I'm in, it's in the Business Bay area. It's very noisy here. There's construction literally all over the place, and the sound isolation is not good. So I'm moving. I'm now looking for another apartment. I'm going to move closer to the beach and whatnot. But I wanted to live in the center and at first, but after living in downtown and Business Bay, I understood that it's not really for family. It's very, very noisy. I don't know if you can hear the current constant beeping. They're just construction 24/7, and they have this thing in Dubai where basically construction is 24/7. So by law, they're able to do construction even at night. So you literally don't sleep normally. Ernie, hello. Oh, Draco Magnus, hello, my friend. I'm better, thank you. Oh, Gabonito. Gabonito is the friend that I met here in Dubai, and we got to know each other. What's up, brother? I literally just opened YouTube during lunch and spotted you. What a time! Yeah, that's amazing. It's amazing because just the other day we were talking about if you're going to catch life. It's good to see you. Please, my friends, everyone, put the like while you're here. So yeah, that's what's up with me in terms of outside of the market. I'm living in this apartment. I mean, I would say I pay a sizable amount, but for the money I pay, there are much better places. I just had no idea that it's going to be this bad with the whole sound isolation. I can tell you upfront, if you're thinking of moving to Dubai, do not get an apartment in a business bay or downtown. It's going to be noisy and there's going to be construction. And I would probably also, like, the thing I'm going to do now before I actually get something long term, I'm going to get an apartment for a month, see if it's good, everything's okay, and then get it long term. No more making mistakes because of that. They have this rule also here in Dubai that you pay 3 months upfront, even if you're leaving, right? Which is basically, kind of annoying. Awesome says, hi, Rob. Great job on your swing trade. Question for you. Did you purchase Pepe coin? Awesome. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate the compliment in terms of the swing trade with XRP. No, I did not buy any Pepe coin. That's something we're going to discuss here. Oh, my friend, Manjiro is here. Manjiro, welcome as always. I love seeing you here every single time. I'm feeling better. Thank you. Showbiz Sports Crypto News says, Rob, I have tried to join your Patreon. It is so confusing, so many different courses and prices. Which one is the one off course made? The one, it really depends what you mean. One off, you can basically pay $5 once, get them on your spreadsheet, and then unsubscribe. So let's say if you joined on the 5th of, I don't know, April or something like that, right? You're going to get billed on the 5th of next month, so you can stay for a month before the next 5th of the next month and get all the updates. Also, $99 tier you can pay once and just basically copy paste every single post to Word or something, so you have the information because every single coin on there, the $99 tier has a separate post. And you can download the video course. If you scroll down a lot, it will probably take you like 3 minutes of nonstop scrolling to get down to the very bottom and download the video course. So in terms of, like that, you can subscribe, download, and unsubscribe. But if you want basically constant updates, you can just be a $5 patron. You're going to be getting constant updates in general about what the market is doing. But if you want to be getting updates for the $99 tier, you have to be a member of that tier. Zoom Coco XRP will not do much. Uh, I don't know, Zoom Coco, my friend. That's quite the statement. I don't know why you would say that. I have a lot of XRP. My bags have been packed for a while. Richard, good morning. Showbiz, you're welcome, and thank you for joining. All right, let's get down to it, my friend. So basically, currently we had this meme coin mania where altcoins were pumping very, very hard. We had Pepe go crazy, we had Monk go crazy. I think it was Bob also. Like a lot of these, I can't remember the names of these meme coins from the top of my head. The reason why I love what happened is because it proves what I've been talking about for years and why I've been able to make money in these markets. That we're in a speculative space on the markets. Utility does nothing whatsoever. Every coin is a pump and dump, right? No matter how good the team is, no matter how good the use case or utility is, no matter how great the community is. If you were following these meme coins, you could see that a lot of the narrative that is being pushed is that there's a great team apparently, and that the community is strong, right? Now these coins are down like 80% and more, some of them. So I was being like, we spoke the last time we spoke in this live. I was cautioning people and saying, make sure that you do not buy these pumps. And if you want to invest something, make sure that it's what I call toy money, literally something you can lose and not care about. I mentioned that I'm not buying those coins. And I may also mention that you should be very careful and not invest any sizable amount of money that's important for you, right? And now you see exactly why I was saying that. The coins are down roughly 80%. And the thing is, they're not down roughly 80% like all the other coins, like blue chips or mid caps, right? Such as XRP or Ethereum or BNB, whatever, right? Because it took over a year for a lot of these coins, even a coin like Doge, to crash like roughly 80 to 90 to 99%, for 95%. Whereas these meme coins, right, they're so volatile, the market caps are so tiny that they pump very fast within days. So literally, like some people made millions, in like 20 days with Pepe, and then they crash very hard. Also, look at how hard they have crashed in a matter of days. This is pure gambling and pure, basically. I don't even know. You can't call it investing. It's pure gambling. If you want to gamble, you can gamble with small amounts of money, but you got to be very careful. I still haven't bought any Pepe or any other meme coin. I do have meme coins in my portfolio. One of them was doing well too, because there was certain like listing news. If you're in my Patreon, you know what coin I'm referring to. But I purchased this coin in the accumulation phase. I purchased it way before this whole meme coin mania started. This is the beauty for diversification and diversifying into different coins with different narratives, right? That's why it's very important to do that. So it wasn't something like that. I saw that it was meme season and I started buying meme coins. No, I haven't bought a single meme coin during this meme coin mania. I made sure to stay away from it, and I think now that the coins are down 80%, you see why. Still haven't bought any. If they crash further, and I mean if they crash hard again, I'll probably add some meme coins to my portfolio as the gen place with tiny amounts of money, what I consider to be tiny amounts of money for me. We're going to talk about that on Patreon if we do get further huge crashes. If we don't get further huge crashes, I'm not touching it, because once again, meme coins are very volatile and they can crash like 80, 90% several times. So I'm on the sidelines. I wish the best of luck to all the meme coin holders. Just like in the meme season that we just had, there were a handful of people who made a lot of money, but once again, the majority lost money. So many people piled into the Bob meme coin. It's down over like 80%. So it's really terrible. So think about the people who bought the top, let's say $10,000, right, about $1,000, right? So you go in with $1,000, and let's say that's a lot of money for you. Literally down $800, you have like $200. And like I said, it's very, very dangerous, all the stuff. I know that nobody wants to hear it. I know that everybody wants to, hear that they're going to put in $500 into a coin and they're going to become millionaires. But I'm not going to tell you that, because that's nonsense. I know a lot of people out there are telling you that. I know that a lot of people with big followings out there are shilling a lot of these meme coins. I've seen it all. I know how it ends. I know which people shill what. I know what their reputation is, and you will learn too. I'm not going to drop any names, but I guarantee that you're going to learn with time who you should and shouldn't listen to, who is just like, entertaining, who is just like, you shouldn't take seriously, who you should take seriously, right? And I can tell you that I've been here for a very long time, since 2016, and I know exactly what people do. And just if you think that a lot of followers equals quality, you'll learn quickly that it's just not the case. A lot of followers does not equal quality content. A lot of followers usually means that these people are very good at hyping stuff up, especially in the bullish phase. And so a lot of people hear crazy targets from them, and they hear a lot of like degen plays from them, and they start listening to them because they're exciting, right? They're exciting. They're not boring. For example, like me, who consistently makes money in a boring way, but hey, that's where you make money. They don't want to hear people like me who are reasonable. They want to hear crazy stuff. They want to hear that they're going to come in with $1,000 and leave with, I don't know, $500,000, or they're going to come in with a few $100s and catch some meme coin and become millionaires. I mean, a handful of people do this. These are exceptions to the rule. There are always exceptions to the rule, but that does not change the fact that it's not the rule. You see what I mean? So you got to be very careful. If you got burned, all I say is this: if you just currently started buying meme coins because you saw nonstop that these coins are being shilled. I mean, I saw it nonstop. Every other tweet, every second tweet on my feed was about meme coins. I'm not even over exaggerating here, but I didn't buy anything whatsoever. But if you got burned, I hope you learned something. I hope you learned something. And I would suggest once again, come join my Patreon and learn how to actually invest, how to actually have strategy, how to have a plan, how to be patient, how money is actually made. If you're, of course, want to learn. But if you want to do degen plays, that who knows, maybe you'll be one of 1,000 who gets lucky. I mean, 1 in 1,000 does get lucky, so who knows? Um, Draco now Magnus says XRP haters are always gonna hate. Oh well, yeah. There are a lot of different communities hating on each other. I remember when I know that a lot of people hate on the XRP community. I also know that the XRP community was really hating on Bitcoin and Ethereum back in the day, and on ADA. And then a lot of them poured into ADA. I just don't understand any of it. I don't understand this cultist attitude. Like my what I preach, basically, what my financial religion, if you will, is hardcore diversification. I don't favor it. There was a time when I favored XRP over other coins, but I have learned and matured a lot since then. And right now, to me, every single coin is just the same. Every blue chip is the same. To me, XRP, ADA, BNB, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're all just as good. God knows what's going to happen in this market. I'm diversified very well and dollar cost average into all of these coins very well. So there are a lot of other coins that I have that I've diversified dollar cost average into. So you can't just really hate on a coin. I think that's just silly, my friend. I would say just instead of hating on XRP, go buy some XRP. Instead of hating on Bitcoin, go buy some Bitcoin. Right? That's what I would say. Ernie will join. Mong is the new meme. Yeah, I know. I've heard, my friend. Zoom Coco says the wave is done with the meme. Probably, my friend. I don't really know if the meme coin mania is done or not, but we'll see. We'll see, my friend. Yannick says, why are only 26 people watching? Underrated. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I just mentioned that this the other day on Twitter. I get, like, in this phase of the market, I get like 50 likes per tweet because, unfortunately, statistically, the majority of people lose money and only a tiny amount of people make money, right? The majority is out there liking tweets that have 500 likes or 5,000 likes that were just, for example, talking about meme coins. And now the majority of those investors invested into meme coins just a few days ago are down tremendously on their investment. Whereas I wasn't talking about meme coins. The only thing I was saying is be careful, and mention it just a few times. I wasn't shilling 10 tweets a day talking about Pepe, Mong, whatever, right? It's all speculation. I have really nothing against these coins because I don't believe. I know that a lot of people, that's a big no-no to say this for a lot of people, but for me, there's absolutely no difference between Mong or XRP or Bitcoin and, I don't know, Pepe now or Dogecoin, basically some kind of degen play, because it's all speculative. It's all speculation right now. There's nothing wrong with throwing some, toy money at these coins, but you have to throw them before they start pumping hard. You see what I mean? Or after something has crashed really hard. You can't start chasing candles. You can't start allocating the same amount of money you would into a blue chip, into meme plays, or into low caps, right? You just don't do that because, low caps are a lot riskier than blue chips. and they're much more volatile, right? But you can diversify and dollar cost average in a certain strategy, that will make sure that basically you're well off. Um, Zoom Zoom says, "Big boy, another funny guy." I'm not sure what that means, my friend. Are you insulting me? If you are, I don't think I've done anything for you to insult me. I don't get it. Gabonito says only few will make it, Yannick. Others are watching Pepe and Come Rocket videos. Yes, Gabonito, my friend. That's true. Unfortunately, that's true. Like there's actually nothing funny about it. I mean, it's just I did not expect the Come Rocket part. That's why I laughed. But it's actually kind of tragic that people start forgetting about strategy. They kind of start forgetting everything that you've been doing, all the stuff you've been putting in, forgetting about how we're playing the whole thing, and then they just see something pumping hard. They're like, "That's it. I got to be part of it." Now I'm selling because I actually people contact me telling me this, so they sell a portion of a coin they've been accumulating for like a year or two. Some like one dude basically sold a portion of XRP that he's been accumulating for like over 2 years, and he sold a good amount and he put it into Pepe, and we know how that ended right now. We know how that ended. So now he has less XRP and a bag that he chased that is in heavy losses. What can you really do now? First of all, you shouldn't do that. But if you did it now, I guess what's left is just to hold and pray for the best. But it's something you should not do. You should not chase anything really. Yes, Draco. Draco saying exactly. He's referring to XRP and saying that being a maximalist of any coin is stupid. We all should grow together and rise together. Absolutely, my friend. Excuse me, my friends. I still I'm not feeling 100% still after the food poisoning. Still feeling a little squeamish and whatnot. Yeah, Draco, absolutely. It makes no sense to trash any coin or any community. I mean, just diversify, my friends. Instead of hating in the coin, if you think about it this way, there's a big community behind it, right? Go read up on it. If there's a big community behind it, it's been talked about a lot. Why not throw some money at it? God knows what it's going to do, right? It's like it might pump hard. Like like I was just saying, XRP was hated on in my first cycle here so heavily, but it pumped so hard and obliterated many other coins. Then the XRP community was hating so much on Ethereum, but Ethereum pumped like 5,000% and XRP pumped roughly 2,000% in the last cycle, right? So instead of hating, the point I'm trying to make is I'm not, for me, I'm part of all these communities because I have all these coins. The point I'm trying to make is stop hating, start diversifying, start owning these projects, my friends. International Crypto Asset Ninja says, salute, Rob. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. Thank you, my friend. I hope you're well too. Uh, International Crypto Asset Ninja. I sent you a Twitter message too. I think I've responded, no? Or did you reply? I'm pretty sure I responded, but let me get back to you with that, my friend. Mark Zandenbergen, what do you think about Algorand and the SSE? Not much. The thing is, like I said, SSE is going to come after many projects. If SSE comes after a project, sure, I'm pretty sure that's going to obstruct it from pumping hard, but it can still pump well. For example, don't forget that XRP, being the third biggest coin in crypto with the third biggest market cap, still managed to pump 2,000% as much as Bitcoin after being sued by the SEC. The Ripple being sued by the SEC. So it can still pump well, and yeah, that's all I guess I can say about it. Moses Gale waiting the 30s on XRP to get in. Moses, my friend, are you on my Patreon? Did you read my last update? Give it a read, my friend. Draco Magnus is saying this is the same thing as asking Berto why only 47.3 thousand followers on Twitter. A lot of people dislike Rob because he's no BS talker. He's not an influencer like others. Well, yes, my friend, thank you for that. I appreciate that. There are a lot of legit people in this space, though. Also, it's not like I'm known person who is legit and tries to do well by people. There are a lot of other people also in this community in crypto who don't talk BS and who are actually who are doing a lot of good and whom I respect a lot. There are a lot of those people out there too, and so shout out to all of them for being real and for helping the community and for teaching people and for protecting the markets correctly. And so shout out to all these kings and queens. But yeah, you have to be very careful. We listen to a lot of nonsense out there. Like a lot of people have followers, hundreds of thousands of followers, simply because they're telling you that Bitcoin is going to like 280,000 or 350,000 dollars next year, and that certain alts are going to do like I don't know, 1,000x and stuff like that. It's very easy to do. I can do the same stuff, and I'll have a lot more followers. It will be a lot easier for me to sell more courses, make more money, but I'm not interested in that. I just had like throughout the last 2 months, I had 3 projects reach out to me, exchanges, projects reach out to me and ask whether or not I'm interested. I always ask what they're offering. But as you see, I'm not shilling anything. I said no to everybody. I've had a lot of opportunity to make money off a lot of stuff. I've been offered a lot of things, but I always said no because I do not want to be in a position where I take money for something. First of all, if I did take money for something, I would tell people. For example, if I ever did get together with an exchange, let's just say that as an ambassador. But so far, it turned out every single offer because so far I don't see why I need it, and I'm very careful with my reputation. It takes years to build your reputation, and it takes sheer minutes to destroy your reputation. So there's nothing more precious in this world about myself. I mean, of course, I'm not referring to my family. I'm referring to me as a person than my knowledge and my reputation. Oh, Zoom Zoom Coco. I see, my friend. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm sorry. Uh, Thank you. I misunderstood. Rainy Steps. Hello to you too, my friend. Yeah, a lot of people will shill a lot of stuff as long as they're paid well. Unfortunately, that's why I can like you know the thing is I stopped calling out these things because once if you've been following me for years, you know that back in like 2020, I believe this was, a certain project reached out to me and I called them out, say that they offered me to shill this coin, and I did it publicly. And after basically the whole drama, I decided I'm going to stop doing it publicly. But I'll tell you this right now, right? And I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only guy with a decent amount of followers on Twitter. I know right now who got paid to shill something because just like a week ago, I was contacted by these representatives of a certain project to shill something. And I said no. And then all of a sudden, I see that it's being shown by people. So now I know that these people have been paid. But have they disclosed that? No. Which is why I really don't understand. I actually think there's nothing wrong with taking money for a project if you believe in a project. If you can, like, if you understand why you accepted the project, right? You have to be thorough with it. What I have a problem with is taking money for a project and not disclosing that you're being paid for this. What's the problem with that? Like, I really don't understand. I think most people would not have a problem with that if these people did take on certain projects and then said, uh, I've been partnered with Exchange. This is paid promotion, but I believe in the project. I took up the project and I represent them because I read up, and this is the explanation, right? I don't think there's a problem with that. But simply just start to show something, which I know they're shilling for money, but not disclosing. Yeah. Jay saying Pepe have a very little liquidation, and millionaires immediately can't cash out. It's called stuck. Yeah, I've been there, my friend. It actually happened to me once back when I was in the penny stock world. So basically, I put in money, wanted to take out money, and I couldn't take it out because the stock wasn't liquid enough. That's something. That's when I learned a very good lesson about liquid and illiquid investments. Pablo Alvarez is saying, "Hi, Rob. Nice to see you live. You're a legend, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that, King. And, good to see you here. I appreciate the kind word." Draco is saying, "Not trashing anyone, just saying people don't like a guy like you that doesn't hype about assets, although a lot of influencers give really good info. Real influencer and hyper influencer are not the same. Yeah, of course, Draco. Absolutely, absolutely understand, my friend. Absolutely. Thank you for the kind word. I appreciate that. You always speak highly on me. I really do appreciate that. Okay, my friend. So let's get back to it. Right now, if you're in my Patreon, if you didn't read the last update in regards to XRP, please go read it because we just did something in terms of a swing trade. So I want to make sure that you're updated and you did not miss it. Maybe, I don't know, you didn't see the email notification. Maybe the Patreon notification didn't come. Maybe you missed the tweet that I sent out saying that there's an update about XRP. So if you missed it, you can go and do something, and the price is still there for you to do it. Next, whenever basically the price reacts, I'm going to update again in regards to the swing trade. Besides that, everything seems to be fine. There's nothing to worry about. Unfortunately, we're in a corrective stage right now. I'm still waiting to see if Bitcoin goes lower. But the thing is, it doesn't really matter because I'm not swinging, with the exception of XRP swing trade. I'm not swing trading these things, like I said, after roughly 80 to 95% crashes on coins. I'm not going to, miss out on the meat of the move by trading and taking little profits when I can take much bigger profits. And all I have to do for that is be patient. So of course there can be a lot of volatility, a lot of corrections. Price, can go up and down. Right now, Bitcoin is ranging. It can break down from the range or break up from the range. It really doesn't matter. I still believe the main thing is this: that as long as we hold, it's going higher. That's it. That's all you really have to do, right? So just like back in the day, when everything was really when everything was crashing and people were swing trading these bounces on the way down, I was saying, like, all we have to do right now is be patient and just wait for these 80 to 99% crashes. They came and started accumulating, right? So now all we have to do is also at the same time during these corrective structures, we're still in a macro uptrend. We're still making higher lows and higher highs, but most importantly, higher lows. All we have to do right now is be patient, right? Let the market play out, let it mature. And once that happens, once again, if you're my patron, you'll know, well, once we're selling all the updates, everything is there. In terms of Ethereum, of course, it's just like also following the market, what Bitcoin is really doing. In general, altcoins really do what Bitcoin does, and it's very rare for altcoins to deviate into something different from Bitcoin. We have these rare moments, like, for example, the meme season or alt season, usually when BTC pumps and then corrects a little bit, consolidates and doesn't crash further, and then basically the dominance of Bitcoin starts dying down, and the profits start trickling down into alts. A lot of people call this alt season. I don't like calling it alt season. I simply refer to it as alt season because that's a common phrase used by people so that you understand what I'm referring to. I don't like the phrase alt season because different alts take out at different times. So yeah, generally there can be like a 2-month window where alts take off, right? But it's not like all altcoins are taking off for 2 months. So maybe one altcoin will take off, pump hard, then crash, and then 3 weeks later, another altcoins will pump hard and crash, and then several days later, other coins will pump hard and then keep pumping and crash, right? So I don't really like to call it all season. I just like to call it the bullish phase of the cycle and the euphoria stage. Basically, you have to monitor each coin separately, see what it's doing, because very often some alt might already be up like 5,000%, while the other alt is only up like 1,000 or 2,000%, right? So if one is up already like 5,000%, it's time to start locking in profits, whereas the other alt is not really doing much. And also, you have to be very aware of what the market is doing in general. I keep reiterating this. One thing that I'm really keeping my eyes on right now, so far, everything is going well. So far, I believe the 4-year cycle theory is intact, but it's very important for the Dow Jones and the stock market to make a new all-time high. And that's the one thing in terms of structure that I'm not sure is going to happen, which is why I'm waiting for us to reach roughly that 45,000 Bitcoin area to finally decide whether or not we're going to keep following our Planet in the Millionaire spreadsheet and the $99 tier coins, or we're going to sell for less, but still for great profits, wait for the market to crash, and I will come up with a new plan, all our entries, all the excess once again, and play that, right? So the point I'm trying to see right now, once Bitcoin goes to 45K eventually down the road, I want to see whether or not 4-year cycles are intact and we stick to our plan, or is the market this time doing something different? Because if it's doing something different, speculative markets are doing something different, we as speculators have to start doing something different too. We have to react. We have to take profits and start awaiting crashes. So far, there's nothing to set off any alarms or red flags. I keep reiterating this and reminding people because it's very important to observe the market and see for what it is. Like for example, in the last cycle, you saw my tweets. I keep retweeting them if you follow me on Twitter about how basically the last bag of Bitcoin I sold, I believe it was like 43,000 because 47 or 48,000 didn't hold. You see what I mean is like, we can't be for sure, right? So why didn't I sell all my Bitcoin at like 65,000 or $57,000, right? Because we can't be sure exactly what the market is going to do. We can have a plan and we can observe whether or not it's happening. So for example, with Bitcoin, like that's the last cycle when I saw that said that the high low was broken. That's it. I followed the rule. High low was broken. The higher lows are no longer intact. High low is broken. We get out because historically, whenever a high low is broken, Bitcoin crashes hard, and that's something we're going to be looking for also in this cycle as the market matures. It's very important to stay realistic, right? Right now, everything is fine once again for upkeep time, but when I look at the stock market and look at the Dow Jones, it's starting to feel like it might not make a new all-time high. But once again, we have not no technical proof of that yet. Once we get there, we'll see. We'll make a decision whether or not we're sticking to the plan or we're calling it a day, cutting early, taking great profits from the coins, and awaiting huge crashes because then that means that there are going to be new lows, that the market cycles are becoming longer. And yeah, that means that although we'll have great profits and although we'll be waiting for huge crashes and accumulating, that means that the market has changed. It basically means what I was talking about for quite some time now. If you've been following me, that the crypto.com bubble moment for crypto is here. This is the thing that I'm really trying to see. Will this be the last cycle where we do get crazy gains and new highs all across the board? And once Bitcoin is at roughly $45,000, I'll make up my mind. Or is this the cycle where we're already going to experience the crypto.com bubble? And it's very important to react. And once we're there, I'll make up my mind, because the reason why it's so important, because we have two options. So we either exit with great profits, wait for big crashes, and start rebuying with profits and our original investment, right? And eventually down the road, the profits are huge, just like they were after the dot-com bubble. Take Amazon, for example, if you had invested into Amazon after the crash. So we can do that, or we hold and the market crashes terribly hard. You know what, for example, the Bitcoin targets are in the Monia spreadsheet, right? Nobody ever said that these new lows are not coming. They might come. So, and then you're basically at 80-90% loss, which is basically something that I'm not going to allow to happen to my portfolio or the portfolios of my members. Either way, we're going to exit in great profits, but the difference is going to be good profits or fantastic profits. And that really depends on what Bitcoin and the Dow Jones and the stock market are going to do. We can't control that, but we can react to it, and we can't squeeze out the max that we can squeeze out. So I'm really observing that, keeping my eye on it. Of course, it's going to take time to develop. You know that it takes months and years for the markets to develop on the macro. So it's something that we're just going to have to observe and wait and be patient. Zoom Coco. Yes, we did not have an old season. We did not have an old season. That's absolutely right. Draco, yes, I agree with you. Yes, Draco. You know what our thoughts are on Patreon, my friend. You know what the levels are. The chart will be following for months on the macro. I'll provide a Patreon update probably tomorrow. The thing is, I was really waiting to see what Bitcoin is going to do before I provide a market update, because right now nothing really has happened, right? Like, I keep reiterating that I don't provide market updates just for the sake of providing market updates, right? I provide market updates when I feel that it's warranted and that people need an update. So I would want to see what happens to Bitcoin in the coming days. I want to see whether or not it's going to bounce higher or it's going to correct down to the levels that we spoke about, and then I'm going to provide an update. So I just believe that it's going to happen in the coming days. I don't know exactly when, but I believe, like, time frame wise, it's kind of time for it to happen, either for it to break down or break up, one of those two, right? So I'm kind of waiting for that. Also, my friends, if you're here, please kindly put a like. I would appreciate that. And also, if you want to join my Patreon, the link to my Patreon is in the description of this video below, and it will be in the comments section. All right, so we've been talking for 35 minutes now. It's been really great talking to you, my friends, as always. I really appreciate the fact that you took your time to log in and talk and share your thoughts and ask questions. Sending you lots of love, and I'll catch you guys on Twitter, I guess, and on the next live. We'll probably do a live tomorrow. We'll see. I'm still not feeling 100%. I feel much better after the food poisoning. I think this is the worst food poisoning I've ever had in my life. I really don't know why it's so bad. I've drank a lot of meds and whatnot, drink the usual things that doctors prescribe for me always. Don't know what it was, but even right now, not feeling 100%, but better. So I'm probably going to rest today. Of course, analyze the markets. So far, I already analyze them in the morning. Once again, I don't see anything new on the charts. I don't see anything new happening, and we'll see. If the market reacts, I'll provide a Patreon update, a market update tomorrow. If it reacts after tomorrow, then after tomorrow. But basically, well, one of these days is coming because I believe that something is going to happen quite soon. Gabonito says, thanks, bro. See you later. You should sue the restaurant. Unfortunately, I am not in Dubai where I would have help. Yeah. Thank you, my friend. Draco says, go rest, brother. Have a great day. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. Likewise. Sending lots of love, my friends. Have an amazing, awesome day. Bye bye. Talk to you later.